How we doing, everybody? It's Anthony from Pounded Sports, and we're going to do a quick preview on the Phillies-Braves matchup for today. It's the early game, the first game going off today, and we got Ranger Suarez versus Max Fried for the Braves. Last year, the Braves did sweep in the NLDS, and the Braves have had some easy time versus the Phillies this year, as they have just dominated the Phillies for the most part, as they're 5-2 in their last 7 games versus the Phillies. But the only pitcher they have struggled versus is Ranger Suarez. They have just been really, I don't know what to say. Ranger Suarez just has their number for the most part. But this is the playoffs, and it's a whole other story. Everything that happened in the regular season, scratch away. It does not matter. It's what matters is now. The over is the 4-0 in the Braves' last 4 games when they had a day off. So they've had plenty of time off. Trends has this game going over. I'm not really big on the over. I am big on Ranger Suarez today, though. But the only thing that worries me is Suarez is 0-6 in his last 6 road starts. But he also, when he pitches versus the NL East, the over is 6-1 in his last 7 versus the NL East. So it's always a battle, offensive battle. But Ranger Suarez is a huge contributor to this pitching staff, as well as Dan Wheeler, Aaron Nola. They got a great trio in pitching. Might not look like it on paper, as sexy as their names are, but they have a great trio. Their hitting is healthy. Bryce Harper's back. You got Schwarber, who had 46 homers on the year. He gets on base. I mean, you got JT Realmuto. You got Rice Hoskins. Alec Boehm has really came into his own this year. It's going to be a phenomenal game, and I really do think the Phillies will give a run to the Braves in this series. It's definitely not going to be as easy as it was last year for the Braves, as I just don't think the Braves are as dominant as they were last year. Do I think they win the series? I do think they win the series, but it would not surprise me if the Phillies take the series. There's always a Cinderella story, and the Phillies, in my opinion, have the best Cinderella story of them all. Game 1, I'm going to lean the Phillies. I hate to say it. I'm rooting for the Braves. I'm not a big Phillies fan. But game 1, I'm leaning the Phillies. There's just so much value on the table. How do you not pass up plus 175? And the way the Phillies beat the Cardinals, I mean, the Cardinals were not prepared at all. They did not come in hot. They just didn't have the pitching staff, and they didn't have the offensive firepower to compete with the Phillies. So I'm going to ride the momentum of the Phillies. Free play. Phillies money line plus 175. Good luck, guys.